Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wordle. This is the strategy that my friend figured out. I don't know actually if he figured it out, but he found it, and I saw it and I was like, ooh, that seems good, and it is extremely good. So, first I want to say the idea for the thumbnail. You probably already know who made it, but it's 3 blue, 1 brown. I think that's his name. Might be the other way around, but his channel link is in the description. And this website is not the actual Wordle website, but it is actually a archive of all the past Wordles, I think up to 240. So if you wanted to just practice Wordle or use this strategy to just make sure that it actually works for you, this website will also be down in the description. And without further ado, here's my strategy. So first you put the word fjord. Oh, let me actually click on the fjord. Bam. So we have an O. Next you put the word waltz. These two words are sometimes all you need, but the fjord gets O, which is a pretty sneaky vowel if you don't do it in your other words that you use. It also gets the R and the D and the F, which are pretty common consonants, and also gets J. And J you don't really see often in words, but when you do, then you know that you got a certain word that is really easy to think, because only a few words have J's in the Wordle database. And then the word waltz also gets W, which is a pretty common letter. It also gets the letter W, which is a pretty common letter. It may not seem like it, but you don't want to be the guy who gets caught losing because he forgot that W wasn't that common. But waltz also gets A, which is really common, of course. L, really common. T, super common. And Z. Z is always nice to know if it's in your word, but it won't always be there. So, next word is quick. Got a C. Quick reveals Q, which isn't the most useful letter, but it reveals U, I, C, those really useful letters. And also it has K, which is nice to know as well. And then the next word is a weird one, but it is nymph. I got nothing, but that's fine. So that reveals N, Y, M, P, H. Really, really common consonants that you'll find in most words. We didn't really get lucky here with them, but H, P, M, Y is pretty common too. And some people think that crane is the best opener, which it is still a good opener. Next word is jibes. I gotta look up actually how to say that.
Jibe.
Okay, it is actually jibe. So yeah, we put that in there. So now this is where you can start seeing where the strategy comes in. We just basically knock down every single letter except for X and V. And now we already have our 5 letters. So we have the S, the A, the T, the C, the O. And now we just gotta put together a word. Usually you'll find a green. This one we weren't very lucky. But if you don't have 5 letters, then it's usually a V, if not a repeat of the other letters. So if this was only 4, then it would probably be a repeat of, an S or an A. But there are some weird ones where there's a repeat of like a C, and like the cynic one that was really recent. So now we got to try to actually put one together. I'm gonna say no, it's not gonna be coats, because this S and also this T So it probably starts with a could it be? Oh, is it? There we go. It was coast. Okay. So I'm just being stupid, but you could see how that you just gotta, it's a matter of time. I can try it on another one. So it's fjord, then waltz, then is quick, nymph, and then also if you get all 5 of your letters in the ones before, you don't need to do the next ones. You can just guess. So that's another thing to look out for. Jibes. Okay, and then we got every single one of our letters. It blurt. There we go. Okay. And I'll just do one more. Fjord. Waltz. Ooh, that's nice. Quick. Nymph. And jibes. So this is another downside. The only probably downside is that you don't get to rearrange the letters that much. So you see this Y is stuck here. We already know that this U is good. So this is probably after this nymph, instead of doing jibes, which will keep the Y right here, you might want to do something else. Like pulpy, which is probably the answer. Which it is. But something to I would probably do probably pulpy here is the only one that really makes sense to do with the alp. You could do bumpy after this, even though you've used the M, it's just like a good way to rearrange the letters. But yeah, that's sort of how it works. Now I'll do a one to show how crane works. So crane, RA, so then sloth is usually how I follow it up, but you can do any word that doesn't have any of the consonants or vowels that are in crane, any letters, I guess. So there we go, we got that. So probably what I would do next is rains. So now we know that the R isn't there. Probably wasn't the best guess because we didn't move around the A. But the thing to consider when you start with crane and sloth, then you don't use I and the U, so those are probably the other vowels that you don't go. So something that pops out to me because this is a recent word, ultra. So now we know it's alt, so it probably starts with an A, and then we sort of run out of other letters that we have. Okay, so it probably starts alt, alter. Yeah, that's what it was. So you can get it in probably less guesses with the crane sloth method, but this is still a really good method if you just want to make sure that you get all of the letters. So it's really easy to guess. So yeah, that's the method. If you want to check out this website, it's in the description. And also the guys who invented the crane method, also who inspired the thumbnail, will be in the description. So it's probably worth checking out there. So yeah, bye.